Plaskett claimed, this is what she was claiming, and this is what they're building as a narrative, that Donald Trump knew about the storming. And she said that is according to an article about an ex-White House insider.
An ex-White House and campaign insider, as you'll read, who has known both Scavino and the president for years, said there was no way that Scavino and the Trump social media operation would not have been aware of the plan circulating online to storm the Capitol. Because, and I quote, the Trump operation closely monitored the web's darkest corners, ranging from mainstream sites such as Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit, to fringe message boards like 4chan and XChan, now called XCun, to the Donald.win, an offshoot of a banned Reddit community dedicated to rabidly supporting all things Trump.
Now, if you don't know what you're watching, she goes, and I quote,
yeah,
that must be official. Who's she quoting? The article was entirely based on anonymous sources.
By the way,
we just said the word of the day. Comment, anonymous sources. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's the best thing you can do for the YouTube algorithm right now. Just comment below. If you don't even have a question, you don't want to talk with people, just comment anonymous sources. That's the word of the day, because everything here is an anonymous sources or non-existent source.
By the way, this person, this anonymous source, if that was not bad enough, you know what they just said? They must have known.
Right.
I have no evidence of them actually knowing. I didn't see them looking at this and go, yep, they saw it, they talked about it. I wasn't briefed on anything that actually happened, but they must know.
They must have known because of an anonymous article in Washington Post.
What the hell is that?
Which I quote.
How can you even print something like that? How can you, much less go back and refer to it and go, well, yeah, that sounds about right. How could you even print it in the first place?
And these are the people who want to silence all of our shows. Keep in mind, Washington Post, owned by Jeff Bezos, CNN, Brian Stelter. They're saying you need to get rid of the spread of misinformation and fake news. Really? This is fake? Is this fake news? You presented these at the impeachment. Fake Twitter verifications, documents from people who were briefed on conversations when they weren't even there, and other documents sourced from anonymous sources, and you can't even pronounce it correctly. XChan, XCun. Oh, God. Give Al Sharpton a run for his money. I was going by Roman numerals. You're still wrong.
Off by 3.
Then she went on to, but to be fair to your point, I need to include all of her context, because she went on to cite a Donald.win post with 12 comments as an example.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Of the underground scheme.
It's viral. Movement, yes.
Is there a clip I? I think clip I, right? Yeah, clip I.
This is an example of a post that was captured from one of the sites dedicated to Donald Trump
12
that
comments.
we just talked about, shortly before the site was taken down.
Okay. We'll have more than 12 comments this very second that this is archived and we said the word of the day, just for context. And you can't comment live because that's a liability, but once it's archived, you can comment. Here's the truth. The first and only time that image ever appeared on the internet? January 6th. January 6th.
No.
So I think they think that Donald Trump is clairvoyant, like Kamala Harris, where she can travel back in time and listen to Tupac before he was a thing.
Because first black person.
First black person. They're holding him to that standard because he clearly would have known it was planned ahead of time. How? By this post that wasn't posted ahead of time with 12 comments. Look, it's Donald.win. That's the message board. It has his name in it. I rest my case. Crying
there are
out
more
loud.
people in the Westboro Baptist Church than looked at that.
They have flippers for ears.
I know.
That's true.
Amazing.
Here's another one.
This is evidence.
Yeah, and this is something that I missed. Hats off to Lily and Sarah who helped us research this. They also used a video. This was presented, and you wouldn't know, and I didn't know. What is it? I don't know, because of black people with their nicknames. They always have nicknames. So I didn't know that John Sullivan was the same person as Jaden X. And so this is one of the videos they presented from Jaden X. You can clearly see on CNN, this is what they presented as evidence. You can see his watermark in the video. See Jaden X right there? All right, there you go. Okay. Just wanted you to see Jaden X was there. Okay, so that's Jaden X. That's John Sullivan.
Yeah. I can see
after this, they're probably going to change it to Martin Luther Jaden X.
Yeah.
Jaden
little Jaden X.
Red X. I mean, I don't know. Like, what is the nickname? It made it hard. I didn't connect the John Sullivan thing and Jaden X. Are you aware of this guy?
No, I never heard of him.
Well, okay.
But the whole X thing is...
You're about to.
Yeah.
You're about to.
John Sullivan doesn't sound very...
You guys need to get in touch with your roots.
Yeah. Doesn't sound very
I don't
tough.
want to get in touch with them roots.
Also, I'm sorry about the series Roots.
I love that show. That was a fake.
It's pretty tough for me to watch. We get it.
I enjoy that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you really are self-loathing. So this is Jaden X. Jaden X is John Sullivan. This is the source they use. So better than anonymous, better than non-existent, better than banger of Chinese spies. But I would still say there might be some bias there because this is what John Sullivan / Jaden X is all about.
What's going on, everybody? My name's John Sullivan. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. My group is Insurgents USA. We got rip Trump out of that office right over there. Pull him out that shit. Nah, we ain't about waiting until the next election. We about to go get that mother.
Now, I don't think that that's a misinterpretation of someone saying we're bringing the cavalry.
No. That seems pretty
that sounds almost literal.
Yeah. Sounds like a threat.
But congratulations on being the only black man in Salt Lake City, Utah. So that's good for you.
It's fighting a good fight.
Wanted to stand out.
But they're not even concerned. This guy is actually incited. This guy is actually, not just, I don't know if he incited because he may not have been successful, but called people to violence.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so bad that even Black Lives Matter disowned him, and you've got to be really shitty.
Oh, that's rough. That hurts.
Though after hearing him speak, I understand why he went with Jaden X. It sounds much tougher.
It sounds much tougher. Yeah. By the way, when you're doing a speech like that and you're threatening violence, don't wear a rash guard that shows you look like a famine victim. There's nowhere to surf. You're in Utah. Okay. Here's part of his Capitol footage that they didn't present. They didn't show you.
I never would have imagined that we would be here.
It's still like cleaning the hood a little bit.
Yeah, it's spicy a little bit.
I'll give you your hug now. We did it. You were right. We did it.
Dude, I was trying to tell you. I couldn't say much.
You were right.
You just have to watch my chat.
Oh my God.
Is this not going to be the best film you've ever made in your life?
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah.
Wait, you weren't recording, were you?
I'll delete that. But I didn't record you or me. It was just voice.
Sorry to make you aware, sweetheart. He, in fact, did not delete that shit.
Nope. That is a lie.
To be fair, Mr. X doesn't know where the delete button is. Now, look, I'm not saying that proves that there was Antifa and that this was staged, but here's the thing. Look, a guy going in there who said, pull that man out of office, which, let's be clear, if he's willing to actually commit a felony, a violent act, a treasonous violent act against President of the United States, why would he be uncomfortable lying about him? Of course they're going to bring him forward to lie, just like the women who lied about Brett Kavanaugh, and then they rescind it, but no one covers that story anymore, so right now they present Jaden X, and then when it comes out that he's a lying piece of crap and he's actually committed acts of violence, they'll rescind it, and they just won't have any accountability at that point. But think about this for a second. That guy is there. What if he shoves somebody?
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't need to be a whole group of Antifa. He shoves somebody and someone reacts. We've seen this happen at Change My Minds. It takes one person, and that's why we have to have security there. This is the point. It was a powder keg. It wasn't just one group of people. And you're not being honest about it, because I think you know that if people saw that video and they understood the video that you were showing was of a guy goading them on, and a guy who had previously called for violence, why would the guy who said, hey, pull the motherfuckers out, let's burn this down, what would stop him from committing violence on that day when he's talking about how great it is?